Now today it's going to be all about the Panasonic RQ-X15, and here it is. Now this is the personal stereo which I used in my school years, and yeah, it saw me through the last 2 years of school. And yeah, it's just got fun memories. It's actually my favorite one. It may not be the technical best or anything like that, but it's the one which is like close to my heart because it saw me through a lot of the Amiga years, a lot of the, you know, musical years. So yeah. Anyway, so I will change the belt and do the restoration on this, and you know, you can watch along with me. PCB Way do custom high-quality PCB boards suitable for any of your personal electronics projects, whether through-hole, SMD, multi-layered, flexible, or any other requirement you have. They also have a community of enthusiasts from around the world submitting their personal projects, and you can order PCBs related to anything from others in the community. They also have 3D printing and CNC services. I myself am working in a project for a future video, and I'm planning to use their services since I'm impressed with the quality of their PCBs. I remember I used to wire the earphones through my sort of arm. I may have been the quiet girl at school, but I had a lot of exciting things going on in my life. Thanks. Going to the most secluded place, and I feel like I'm still in everyone's way. So it all started with this Murphy M10. I don't know the model numbers. After you'll see me reading them as I'm like explaining it to you, but this is the first ever one I had. You know, it's like when I was 5 or something like this. I remember I didn't even have headphones. Well, they were those orange headphones. It came with those, but then what happened is they just very quickly, you know, broke up on the ears. So there was no headphones in the house. So what I did was, you know, those crappy little microphones that you plug into your boombox. I was literally, I don't know how I thought to do this. I don't know what gave me this idea, but you know, I just plugged it in and I could hear it. So I used to like go around the house just going, just like listening to music through a freaking microphone. But yeah, that was the first one, and then eventually you got another set of those orange ones. Anyway, so after that, the next one was sort of a hand-me-down. This one actually is really nice. By the time it was handed down, it was like that motor noise through the headphones, and that's the part which kind of like started annoying me because it just got worse and worse. It's got Dolby, it's got chrome metal and normal. It's got a beautiful metal body. The equalizations are like all metallic and everything. It's just really nice. Even the inside of it, it's just metallic. It's built beautifully like a tank, but it just went duff. Though I did get like about almost a year worth of use out of this. The most. Okay, yalla. You wanna come? It's timing, honestly. Yeah, yours. What? Your timing. Yours, mister. What? Okay, habibi. I had to inspect what I was doing. During this one, I still had this. I saw this one, right? I used to, you know, I was one of those teenagers who used to enjoy looking through the Argos catalog at just random sort of things. I don't know why, I just wanted to see what kind of weird thing, and other catalogs as well. I just used to enjoy sitting there. It was something cozy about it, you know, on like a warm night, but it was like dark outside and everything. So I saw this, right? This Alba one, and I didn't care about the Alba thing. I knew by this time Panasonic was good, Alba was crap, right? And Sony was like, at the time, so and so, because Sony, it's good, but in, you know, early 90s, they started getting these cheap plasticky ones just as Panasonic did, and they just went duff really quickly. So anyway, this Alba one, I knew Alba was bad at this stage, but I was just like, it's the only one that's got a Tetris game on it. So I thought, you know, I want it, and I did like pester. I liked the thought of going on like a train journey or a car journey or something like that, listening to music and just playing Tetris. I liked that thought, and I was like, and I did it a lot. You know, I used this a lot, even though it's the stupid, annoying play forward stop ones. And it just, they always made me laugh because you have to turn the freaking cassette all the way around, press forward, and then turn it all the way back just to rewind it. And it was annoying. I mean, I can understand why, you know, it was done, but anyway. This, right, it got used to death, not just by me. The same people, my mom and my dad, who I kind of pestered to get this, right? Whose hands was it in most of the time? My dad's and then my mom's. Because they both loved playing Tetris. They got addicted to Tetris, right? And so they were both like fighting each other for this. Like, I want it, no, I want it, sort of thing. So yeah, this became the big one in the house. So I couldn't use it much anymore because my dad just had it in his hand, or my mum when he didn't. So this moved on to me wanting to get another one, right? I got a little older. It was like second year in high school, second to third year in high school. And I got this. I saw this again in the Argus catalog. And I thought, ooh, look, it's got lights. It's got like, you know, I thought these were going to be, I didn't know these were switches, right? All you've got is that silly little image you had to go by on the Argus catalog. So I thought these were kind of like variable resistors, you know, potentiometers. I thought it was them. And it was just stupid switch on off X bass and vocal treble. I was like, ooh, 3D equalizer. It's good, yeah, it does the job and everything. It's got the, you know, normal chrome and all that. It's not got Dolby or anything like this. It's not, it's a bit like the Sonys of that era. It's a bit plasticky and like, I don't know, there was just something about it that just didn't feel like very stable. It was nice for a while, but then what happened is, finally, I decided I'm gonna save up now. Save up, and the final 2 years of high school, right? And this was my companion throughout my high school and my college days, right? Was this one, this Panasonic RQ-X15. I don't know the freaking model numbers. What was this one, right? RQP166. That's what this one is, yeah. And this, I'd say, is very comparable to this one, the RQ-X15. It's got all the functions as that one, plus the equalization on the front. And you know, actually this one also is built very nice. I wouldn't say it's fully metallic like that one, but it's really nice, you know, still nonetheless, and it's lasted for a long time. It's just beautiful. It's got, you know, single battery, it's slim, and to be honest with you, I was happy with this sort of slim. I didn't care about ultra thin and thing like this. As I said earlier on, I used to have hide it in my blazer pocket, and I used to feed the the earphones through my sleeve, my blazer sleeve, and just like go around just being like this. Because it got confiscated one time by a teacher, Mrs. Cameron. She confiscated it. She was really nice, by the way. She then said, okay, you're gonna have to have it at the end. She had that very, very slight smirk. She knew about me that, you know, oh, she's all right, you know. So I think she had that very slight smirk because she goes, you can come at the end of the day and take it. So I was like, okay, at least I'm not getting it completely like taken from me. But yeah, this was not in lesson time. It was actually during break time that she confiscated it because, you know, she must have seen me a few times, right, having it. And because, I mean, come on, why would someone go around like this? I mean, only so much you can itch your ear before you like completely itch a hole through it or something. No, so, I think she knew. I need to kind of look inside this, and I don't really like going into the slim ones because they're a little awkward. Another reason why I'm not a fan of messing around with these slim ones is because the belts are non-standard. They're very specific. So I had to order mine from Portugal, and it's really like thin. They're really thin belts on the tiddly one, and it came surprisingly quick. So, you know, I'm quite happy. I really hope I can get this going because I want to use this as like my main one. Again, as always, it's getting into These things, opening them out and all that, is just the most annoying part for me. These things have really diddly screws as well, so it's sort of a bigger one than that. Do I even need to access the top of this? It's like a freaking puzzle. I hate it when you have to, you totally disassemble everything. You don't remove this. Please don't remove this. You will regret it. Oh, hold on, there's more screws. Why didn't I see them before? The last thing I need right now is a cat on the darn table. What's up? Won't start asleep on my lap now. So I'll reassemble the parts that I don't need to. Right, okay, so hopefully we can finish this off right now. The belt has come all the way from, where was it? Slovakia. And that looks more like what fits in there, more than the other one did. Oh, well, the other one confused me. There's only one belt in here. I'm not sure, you know, why that was sent to me. Maybe it was a mistake, I don't know. Okay, so I think you just remove the back. You don't remove this. Please don't remove this. You will regret it. One thing which is annoying about this is not only the screws, which actually let's put them in here. There's 2 screws that I can see on the main board of this, but there's also points that you have to desolder, which is annoying. Yeah, just to change the belt. So it's these 5 points here you have to desolder, and also these 5 points here. So once you desolder them, it's fine. So I've got my desoldering station here. That freaking machine is quite loud. Works beautifully though. Wow, that's a really clean desolder. Right, so now I'm able to separate the board here. As you can see, these are the points where it connects. These 5 here and those 5 there. So I just need to put the belt in, and it's one of those weird thingy belts that kind of goes in like that. That's the motor itself. This thing here, that's a really thin disc motor. In fact, I don't think it's even like a separate unit. It seems to be like it's just some coils of wire, like groups of coils underneath this magnetic disc thing here. And literally it's that. So it's the flattest motor I've seen actually. So it's a very thin belt. I don't like the really thin ones, but cannot be helped. It has to be thin. You put it in from there. Take it underneath that. This part here goes into that pulley, and the entire thing goes onto the motor pulley here, and there you go. So it's I'll show you the path of the bend. It's coming from there, going around here, going around there, coming back down here on the back side of this, and then here. And it is slightly twisted, which is annoying. And there we have it. Now I have to solder these points back on. Right, so before I solder these in, what I want to do is screw the board down. I won't have to hold the board down. Yep, that's perfect. Now I want to clean that head in there. So let's get a Q-tip and some isopropyl alcohol. Obviously not on the pinch roller or any sort of rubber, because IPA or isopropyl will destroy rubber. A good clean, and also give the capstans a clean, but I won't close the lid because the capstan will obviously touch the pinch roller, and we don't want that. Okay, before anything, let's deoxide the fader thing. The volume control. second the headphone things, but actually let's just give these switches a bit of a spray as well. Right, let's just close this up. So before getting the Panasonic RQ-X15, I think that's got the model number right. I actually was looking at, in the Arcus catalog, of course, I was looking at the ones with the Aiwa ones, because they had this 3-point LED battery check indicator, which I was absolutely obsessed with. Obviously, you know, I like flashing lights, and so this was the closest thing to a VU meter that I'd ever got, you know, on a personal stereo back then. Anyway, before I got that, the Panasonic one, I was looking at the Aiwa HSPX347, I think it is. I need to check. Didn't even know he was there. It startled me. And that cat ahead. Anyway. So yeah, Aiwa HSPX347, I think. So yeah, I was essentially saving up for the oh, that's the cat. He's scared. A little pretty cat. So yeah, the Aiwa, yeah. I was really wanting that one, you know, with the 3, and the features are really good on it as well. But I was just talked out of it, yeah, by somebody. And at first I was just like, why are you talking me out of it? It's really good. But then, you know, there was other agendas going on. Anyway, I ended up not getting it. You know, I was quite young. I ended up not getting it and ended up getting the Panasonic one instead, eventually. And, you know, I'm happy with that. But there was always a part of me, you know, and there's always a part of you that the wonders about that thing you never got, right? And that's me with this Aiwa. I ended up getting it in recent years because I just thought, I want it. I want to experience that 3-point LED battery check indicator. So yeah, it needs a belt change, and it needs kind of, you know, the board desoldering as well, just like the Panasonic one. So yeah, this one's gonna be fun. But you know, this one, the Panasonic one and this one, I think both of them are just gonna be my main ones. Yeah, the main two I'm gonna use the most. I do have more in my collection. I'll probably go through that, you know, once they're all nice. I'll go through that for you Walkman enthusiasts or personal stereo enthusiasts. Hey, pushy cat. Hello. Hey, pushy cat. I want to interview with you, sweetheart. Okay, sweetheart. Hey. Do you want a walk and talk interview? Okay, we can have a run and talk interview. It's very young. It's very small, unless I'm just used to looking at Neelix. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello, sweetie pie. It's okay. Make friends? Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. Little chill out area. Hey, sweetie pie. I think I'll leave her alone now. Let's. Right, so back inside now and nice, warm and cozy. So now this one is the one I want to show you right now because this is the one I would have had in an alternate reality had I not been swayed to, you know, just hold off. I ended up later on getting this one. Part of me would have preferred, you know, having this one instead, but I'm glad I got to experience this because it was really nice and, you know, I have wonderful memories tied to it. So just bear in mind that this one here, it's not had its belt changed or anything like this. It's not gonna be perfect. So let's get a cassette. Ideally, I want to show you the quality of these. So I'm gonna get a cassette that I've recorded recently of Amiga tracks. So this one is a more recent one. I believe a lot of people have been enjoying this one on SoundCloud. So now after this restoration, I want to show you how nicely that works. because I'm really happy with it now. Got my player back. I want to connect it directly to your ears. So. Okay, so just to show you a little demonstration of this with sound, there's the only part of it which I did not show you. The sound is very annoying, and I found myself just turning it off most of the time. Yes, of course. And it's pretty loud. The part where I create a line sounds a bit like Yar's Revenge. On the 2600. Game A, Game B. Game B is like, I think the same, but with different sort of shapes. But yeah, the sound is freaking annoying. So, but the thing is, I turned the sound off and I, you know, ooh, it's cassette in here. I turned the sound off and, you know, So, Alba, don't know if you're around now or not, but you were good for at least one thing. Is this? So basically, I cannot leave this video alone. I've added, it's like the third section I've added to it, though it's all mixed in throughout the videos, back and forth. I want to show how I recorded music from the Amiga back in the day, yeah, when I was little. Actually, my first experience with the Amiga, I was actually blessed because my brother had a JVC hi-fi system. I need to find which one it was. If I find which one it was, I'll include a photograph of it. But anyway, he had that connected to the Amiga. You know, it made the Amiga sound amazing, of course. And, you know, you have to experience that. So that's my first experience of the Amiga. So after that, when he moved out, we somehow, by that time, we had a spare Amiga 500. So when he moved out, I had the Amiga 500 in my bedroom. I remember the first dilemma was where we don't have a spare TV, so, you know, I did go black and white for a while and then managed to find a color TV from somewhere. Anyway, that's the visual side of things. Audio side of things, my dilemma was I didn't have anything that would, you know, have, none of my cassette players or cassette recorders had auxiliary inputs at the time. So yeah, that was another dilemma, right? So I went around in any sort of opportunity I could get. I just wanted some sort of way to record my Amiga music onto cassette. So I ended up using the one similar to this one. This is the one we originally had, you know. I've mentioned in the blog post, this is the one similar we had, the very same one actually. But then later on we had a similar one. It sort of functioned the same. It's like one of those where you think, okay, you feel very familiar. Are you the same company as this, just disguised as another one? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of a feeling. So they felt the same, and in fact they both had the same DIN socket. As the other one I had it on the side, but because it was a much smaller one, and we'll come back to one, like a compact version of this. So that I used that for recording Amiga music, and that was basically this similar result as this. Very similar actually, because they worked exactly the same way. I also want to show the little humble way I used to record Amiga tracks onto using the boombox. So it's about, when I'm doing that, it's not about quality, right? It's not about, oh, I want the best quality. It's just my humble little way. And I have a couple of cassettes somewhere. There's a few. I have like, this is when I discovered word art. This won't be it. This will be a later one. I discovered word art, right, when my brother got a PC, and it's just cringe. Okay, but these were the earlier ones, I think. I put like stickers on them. Of course, I used to listen to them on the way to school and back, and you know, when I used to walk to friends' houses and all that. So yeah, let's listen to Amiga music. Little did most people know. Basically, this video was just gonna be a restoration of this thing, right? And that's all it was gonna be. But because it's kind of special to me and there's like a lot of memories around it, which it conjured up, so you know, it was sort of, I had to film that little bit extra, and then I edited it Sunday night, and then little bit I filmed on Monday and edited the rest of it, and then come Monday I was like, okay, another memory came, so I needed to kind of, you know, do that and then show you some. I've not been able to leave this alone. Somebody's come. I've got to go to the art group. Right, so thanks for your likes, your shares. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos and do subscribe for more. And I will say adios. Also, I do more than create videos, so for more content, don't forget to check out my website as it contains all what I do. I update my blog fairly regularly, by the way. I'm very happy with how I've designed my website and wish to thank Rich Garbett for all the hard work and effort he's put into making it all work. Also, a big thank you goes to my top tier patrons: Rich Garbett, Axel Dominator, Electronskip UK, Aaron Metcalf, Corey Ostman, Starglider77, Mark Bosak, Starlight Minako, Chris Sablinski, and Veronica Explains. No matter what the Patreon tier, each of you who choose to support me genuinely out of the goodness of your heart deserves appreciation. Hence, the least I can do to show my thanks is list your names in my videos, regardless of tier. Thank you again to all of you who genuinely support me. I'm really touched by it. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Until next time, adios!